Do you remember the tale of the ancient warriors of Erangel? When the dust settled and one group stood victorious, the heroes wished for all evil to be expelled from Erangel. But the dragon's curse did not obey its new master, instead plunging Erangel into a terrible, evil darkness and locking all who dare enter into an eternal fight for survival. Among the cursed warriors were relentless executioners, merciless rangers, destructive pyromancers, and malevolent clerics. These warriors were even said to wield multiple weapons, choosing which to upgrade to best suit their particular battle. The executioners were unstoppable juggernauts who wielded long halberds to pull their enemies in, and a sharp and quick axe to attack fast and keep up with agile foes. A well-placed stun ball could stop an enemy in its tracks, while a swig of liquid courage granted them additional movement speed and replenished their health. Preferring to keep a lower profile, the ranger became twisted into more of an assassin, using their crossbow to end their enemies from afar, or invoking the blade of invisibility to disappear and land devastating sneak attacks while behind an enemy. And while in stealth, these killers were capable of inflicting even greater damage on their unsuspecting foes. Their snare traps could stop enemies in their tracks, making them an easy target for assassination, while the flash grenade disrupted an enemy's vision for a short time. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Those men are known as pyromancers. Lobbing devastating AoE fireballs into the fray, or utilizing the massive Hellfire cannon to spray down opponents, these mages were capable of dealing incredible amounts of damage. Though weak defensively, the pyromancer could summon forth huge walls of fire to cut off enemies trying to get in close. And should a group of them happen to be too close, a well-placed meteor bomb would certainly spell their doom. The cleric focused on healing and protecting their allies, while debuffing and damaging enemies. Cruel strikes from their Mace of Suffering would cause enemies to bleed, while healing allies struck by it. For longer range encounters, the cleric could utilize their triage shotgun to heal from afar, or to increase the amount of damage enemies received for a short time. Clerics could also hand out healing kits to allies, and in times of dire need, deploy healing bombs to the battleground to heal all who entered, even enemies. On and on these warriors fought until only one group was left alive, only to have the curse manifest once more and start the process over again. Did they ever manage to break such a powerful curse and restore light to the land? Well, that's a story for another time. For now, play your tricks and loot your treats, because it's time for Halloween Battle Royale.